Hi, I'm Gwadi from Baby Flab No-Go. Today I'm going to change it up a little bit. Although I just did come from working out, today I had an outdoor workout and I also did my Jillian Anderson Fab Abs or something like that workout, which is very intense. But never mind that. I'm going to change it up today and I'm going to target mothers who have to use pumps in order to nurse, which was my case because my daughter, she was a preemie. She was in the hospital for about a month and a half, and then we had to switch to the regular breast, and she didn't quite want to latch on, although she did, but then she didn't want to because she was very tiny. That said she might have a little bit of trouble. So I went through a lot of pumps, and today I'm going to review 6 that I did use. I'm going to start off talking a little bit about the Medela Symphony, and then I'm going to go with the Medela hand pump, and then I'm going to go with the Ameda, the Elite Hospital Grade breast pump. Sorry, I'm looking to the side. I have my notes. Then we're going to go to the Medela Harmony breast pump. I'm going to go with Evenflo Single Electric breast pump and the Ameda Purely Yours breast pump. And then we're going to go back to the Medela Symphony, and I'm going to give you a full review on that one. Now, the Medela hand pump. Here we go. This is it. It was horrible. I mean, can you imagine putting this to your breast, which you can't see what I'm doing, but having to do this on each breast? It's impossible. You would have to have something. But this is what I had to use for a whole night, which I only used it for a night, and that was because I was released on a Sunday night out of the hospital and had to go home with no pump because everything was closed by then, and use this overnight. Trust me, my hands were hurting that morning, especially considering I was processing a lot of milk. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, in case you ever have to use this by emergency, like I did, it does have, I don't think you see it here, but it's got a couple of levels that you can turn the knob to, which is minimum, and it goes all the way to max. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. And the only good thing is Medela is what I go for. I'm a big reader for Medela. And then you have, your tube, which you plug it into. It has this little nozzle. And then you have your breast shield. And that's a good thing about Medela. Medela has a lot of different sizes. And, you can just latch it on there. And this one's a 24. I believe there's like a 27, 28. And then it goes up to 30s. So, yes, we have that one. Our next pump is the Ameda Elite Hospital Grade breast pump. It's fast, it's efficient, it's huge. That is one downgrade that I don't like about it. The reason I lower it is because the Ameda breast shields aren't very comfortable. And they only have a couple sizes, and back here I actually have how they work. Like, if you want a bigger size, no, this is the biggest, a 30.5. The medium is 28.5. So you have to do this to your breast, and I don't think they really work that well when you're trying to work them. That's how those work. I think there's a smaller one, which I think I have. No, this is the big one also. Okay, don't have it. And then they have a smaller one. So they do have different sizes. It's just those different sizes aren't very adequate. What I would say, another downfall about the Ameda Elite Hospital Grade Pump is sometimes I felt that it was a hospital grade pump. It was good, but I felt that it was a little bit slower compared to, again, remember, I'm going to go back to one, and that's because I love that one. That's why I'm going back to that one. That's why I would say no to that one. But I give it 3.5 stars. I'm going to go ahead and say 4 stars. Because Medela Harmony breast pump. The Medela Harmony breast pump. I actually have an example. I just want to show that I actually did use these. This is it. You actually use bottles. Sorry, I'm not doing that great. Okay, you actually have bottles. Now, this one was good while it lasted. And it only lasted maybe a couple of days. I don't know if I was pumping too much. But I really did like it because, like I said, I like Medela. But as you see, it gets stuck. And it started doing that, and it wasn't pumping properly because it was getting stuck. I don't know if I pumped too much for that 1 week. But they're good for on the go, but I think they range from like $30. And it's not worth it if it's going to break within a couple of days. So, I gave it 1.5 stars. Reason is, it breaks, and like I said, good while it lasts. And also, like any manual hand pump, it's going to hurt. You're going to be able to bustle. See, I don't have none, but, you know, didn't use them much. And the Evenflo Single Electric Breast Pump. That's another on-the-go one. Here we go. My brothers and dad were playing with it. They didn't know what it was. So somehow they started playing with it. And this one, actually, I have more pieces to it. But I think people have been moving around my stuff. Okay, well, this goes like this. I wish I could get it to work. And then it's got a couple other pieces, but like, since I stopped nursing, a couple of my stuff have gone missing. And then, right here, you move it to the side. Here, see, it is noisy. That's another downfall on this one. And it can be battery operated or electrical. It comes in a really cute kind of secret bag that would fit in your baby bag. I do give that a plus. I say that the one thing I definitely did not like about that one, I can handle the noise. But the size is kind of small, and it's only one size. I don't think they provide any other sizes available. This was a gift to me. So I appreciated this because sometimes, you know, I didn't want to have to carry around the big pumps, the hospital grade ones. So I would use it like if I went out to dinner or something. And it was one of my favorite ones due to that it was good for on the go. It was a little painful. So, you know, pain is not good. And it does take a bit longer, but it tries to do a good job at taking out the milk you do have. So I did like this one somewhat. The only thing, like I said, it was a bit painful. It was noisy. That's why I give 2.5 stars. Ameda Double Electric Breast Pump. Pluses. It can use batteries, so you can also use it on the go. See? It comes with this. It comes with a whole bunch of other stuff. Again, I've already showed you the Ameda stuff. It's here. I wish I had the whole thing. I did have the whole thing, but I don't have it with me. I don't know where I put it. I have so much pumping stuff. I thought I had given it all up. Apparently not. So yes, this one, it has speed knobs and suction knobs. Right here. See? It's a bit noisy also. And this one, again, I find Ameda, this one, what would I give this one? I'll give it 3 stars. I'm not going to change my mind about this one. Reason being, it's noisy even after you're done pumping. I don't think it takes all the milk out efficiently, so you have to, hand expressions. You have to use hand expressions. It takes a while. I did have a problem with my first one, so I had to go change it. And it broke after a couple of uses. It wasn't suctioning correctly. Like I said, pluses can be battery operated or it can be electrical. Again, the Ameda breast shield. And like I said, I guess I already covered everything with the Ameda. Medela Symphony Preemie Plus Breast Pump, which is a hospital grade pump. and I love that one. After I received this one, and I needed it fast because I was going to school and I was working and I needed things done fast. So I went back and got it. I went and rented it from the hospital. And yes, you can get it under contract. It's a little bit pricey, but I only did it for 2 months. And I believe my cost was maybe $80, which I didn't think it was too bad considering, you know, how I would say, oh, this was free, this was free. That's all I spent on my milk through my whole nursing thing, and that was 14 months. So I give it 5 stars. I find it wonderful. It's not very noisy, I don't think. It's fast, it's efficient. The pumps don't hurt. You have different breast shields. You can do each breast in less than 15 minutes, I believe. But if you have a lot of milk, of course, you still have to use hand expressions. Hand expressions are very good to use. But that's my number 1. I give 5 stars. No, not this one. The Medela Symphony Preemie Breast Pump. I give it 5 stars. It's my favorite.